And they will begin things at the 25. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now it's Jackson.
Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game breaking the first snap.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell.
Fights free at the 5.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. His good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Jackson.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Booker. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
18 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
They go with Booker up the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and 4.
Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target,
and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Dances by him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Here's Booker on the catch. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Back to throw. Johnson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Back to throw again. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Rolling to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jackson now. Wide open, complete. And he would go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a score. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
That keeps the score. Commanders 14, Ravens 9.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. That one deep for London. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Drake London, 71 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally
under pressure, and they get to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's Johnson. A final shot before break. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a throw here, hold in, and now they're in the hurry up. Johnson now on first down. And that is incomplete here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked.
It's caught inside the 25.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Come 19! Come 19! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Johnson to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Jackson on second down.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw again is Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Now Lamar changing the play.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That one deep for London. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Johnson's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now Johnson, off play action. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
Touchdown, Washington.
Dawson Knox, 27 yards.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Booker on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now they'll change things up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Booker.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the set...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. To Gordon, out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First down, Ravens.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Yeah. Let's go. Sit hard. We got to scramble.
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Drops it underneath for Booker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each